Hi everyone, it's Marianne with Akashic Inspirations, and this is going to be your monthly Love Tarot reading for the sign of Virgo. So Virgo, my dear earth signs, so this month we are in the fiery energies of Aries, the beginning of the new astrological year. And with that, I've made some changes to my website. But I invite you to come to my website, which is akashicinspirations.com, and check it out. I have different packages, special offers for the month. I've included packages that are in conjunction with Deborah from Intuitive Deborah, who's known as Glammy, and Ron Schaefer from Simply Intuitive. And one of our packages, which we brought back, is the Lakshmi Wealth and Prosperity package. And that is also in conjunction with Dia from Ori's Oasis. So please feel free to go check out those packages. And if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email, and I'll be happy to answer what I can. I also wanted to take the time out to thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing, and sharing the videos. Also know that you can go and check out the other videos, which are in, if you know your moon sign, which you can find out really quick and easy. There's a lot of birth charts that are for free, so you can find out where your moon is located, and if you have any other, and see where the other planets and how your houses fall. So what are we doing? We're bringing in the energies from the lunar eclipse and the full moon in Libra. And if you have any questions on that and those energies, you can check your elemental sign readings that I've done for the full moon in Libra to see how those energies are affecting your relationships and moving forward. Now we're going to see the results of those energies coming through, any releasing that had to have been done. So I felt that we needed to go with another deck for the readings for this month, and I've chosen the Archangel Power Tarot by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. And I love that she has the Strength card. This is her card for strength on the cover, because I think it really indicates what inner strength it's going to take to get through the resultant energies of these eclipses that we passed through in March, and how we're going to use those energies to move ourselves forward and also go through some of the deeper releasing, and to really have the courage and the strength to get through some of these very challenging situations in our life that we have held on to for a long time. And now it is time for those structures, those old structures, to be taken down and replaced with new ones that serve us in a far greater manner. So with that said, I'm going to, of course, do my 9-card spread, and we'll shuffle the cards and ask our angels, master teachers, and guides to give us messages for my Virgo. And also, I will be posting. Okay, that's too many. Wow, these are kind of slippery. Sorry about that. I'm also going to be posting for the month a new moon reading for all signs, and then the full moon readings for April as well. So you can look forward to those. And of course, to come and share with me on Facebook on a daily basis for the readings that we do there. And there we work with all of the daily energies. And I have started on Instagram to post an angel oracle card message from our angels for the day. And those you could always find on Facebook that I post. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to have to work it a little bit here, Virgo. Let's see. 3. We've got all kinds. I've found that we haven't had a lot of major arcanas like we've done in other months. And I feel that the way that this deck works with our energies is really to give us some, I think as we're going into these fiery energies, it's really giving us some practical solutions and practical messages, and knowing that the changes that we're occurring in our life right now is based on our own abilities. So let me see. Let's look at this spread a little bit. So we have two cards in Raphael, which are the cups. We have one of the swords, two of the wands, two of the pentacles, and two of the major arcana. So it seems, again, the very balanced spreads between the different types of cards that we're seeing and we're getting. And we've got a couple of the suits of the indicator cards. All right, so I'm going to start with this one because a couple of the spreads I've already done have the page of Ariel as the beginning card. And to me, this is always my card for the Akashics because it's the card of studying. It's the card of expanding your knowledge, expanding your inner wisdom, expanding your abilities. And so now that you're mastering these abilities, now that you've studied, you've gotten your certificate, you've kind of graduated basically, now it's time to go forward and put these into action and implementation. So one of the things you're going to be doing with this knowledge that you've gained through these eclipses in March is the Five of Michael. And here you see this Michael. It looks like it looks like a Hoover vacuum cleaner. Actually, he looks like he's got a vacuum cleaner hose and he's taking all the negativity out of the situation. And it's revealing this beautiful sunset. So it says the situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachments to the outcome and consider taking a more uplifting approach. So he's coming in to really surround you with his divine light and to help you like Hoover vacuum clean the negative energies of the people who you've had surrounding you. So if there's been that one person that is always has put you down or just is constantly talking negative or judgmentally about others, it's time to definitely, through your gaining of your awareness, through the life lessons, let's say the school of life here, you're going to be able to overcome. This is what is being brought up by the was brought up by the lunar eclipse and the full moon in Libra. In order to balance yourself out, you need to disassociate and get, these people, I'm saying with compassion, you don't have to, but think of compassion, towards yourself, that you deserve to not have these people in your life and that it is time to let them go. And what I like here is the Eight of Gabriel, which is the Eight of of Wands, which means that this is coming about really quickly, right? And look at all these birds flying and she's flying with the birds and it's just, these messages are just coming one right after the other. And it's a lot of activity. It says a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results. So by you letting go of this, you're going to see the immediate results in the change of your energy and the change of what you're manifesting. Because as long as you hold on to these energies, which are negative and not really serving you, by negative I mean that they don't serve you. Okay, they're not for your higher good. By releasing those people or those energies, it's going to be like a switch. Boom, everything's going to change for you. And even though and then there's going to be cause for celebration. So here we have the Three of Raphael, which is the Three of Cups, which is the celebration card. It says reason to celebrate. Yeah, because you got rid of this heavy black cloud that was hanging over your head. It says a community of friends. So if you're afraid of letting that person go, know that you're going to have this I think the friends that you thought you lost are going to come back to you, your true friends, that just couldn't stand that other person's negativity around you and couldn't stand to see you hurt, are going to really just come back and rejoice with you and say, yay, finally, you're liberated, you're free, let's go out, let's have some dinner, let's have a get together, let's celebrate this. So there's going to be reasons for celebration for you. And when that comes about, you'll be able to foster those relationships which are supportive and loving and kind and nurturing to you. So, and not only, maybe there was somebody coming between you and your loved one and your mate. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Since it's in the middle here, I think it's kind of like interrupting the flow of your energies and disrupting things in your home. That just came channeled. So that's something to consider highly. And here we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is about, usually it's a person who's leaning on their staff and they're kind of taking a break and they're kind of waiting for things to mature and the crops to be fully ripened. So this is about having a little bit of patience and since it's in the center of the spread, I think that's going to be a little bit of a focus, is to just allow things to come about naturally. Don't force them in the sense of wanting to make other things happen, because until we do our releasing, then we can't move forward. So we have to give it a time of healing and a time for the things to develop. It says, review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. You have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. So it seems like all of these flowers are starting to bloom, but they haven't fully opened. So you don't want to pick them yet. So these ideas, these inspirations, these relationships, you don't want to pick the relationship before it's fully bloomed. You don't want to anticipate something. It's about really starting to enjoy the blooming of that relationship. Right? And here we come with Archangel Samuel, who is the angel of unconditional love. I always see him as just pure pink, unconditional Venus energies. So this is definitely going to bring about this huge change in your life. By letting go of those old structures, you're going to be able to manifest and create something new for yourself. It says a sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination, embrace the opportunities. And it's very interesting because, again, here we have this activity and this sense of freedom of flying around. So it's kind of being reinforced. And it's funny because it's the 8, and here we have 16. So it's a doubling of the efforts, a doubling of the energy that's going to bring about these wonderful changes and transformations in your life. And here we come then to the 4. So we're progressing from the 3 of Raphael now to the 4 of Raphael. And the 4 of Raphael, usually the 4 of Cups is usually somebody who's not seeing everything that they have in front of them. But I really like the interpretation of this card because she has all her seashells there. It's this young woman. She has all her seashells on the shore. She's had her healing because she's all in green. So she's connected to her heart space. She's really gone through that healing energy. And she's really grateful for everyone and everything that surrounds her. And the card says, seek out other possibilities. Look for magic in life. Excuse me. Be aware of your own emotions. So from this change in your life and surrounding yourself in this beautiful pink energies of Archangel Samuel, who is the angel of love, you really are then able to open your eyes to all of the possibilities that you had in front of you the whole time and just couldn't see them. Why? Because you were stuck in the drama. You were stuck with this, negativity of energies that didn't serve your highest good. And here, I love this card. She looks so beautiful. Isn't that a beautiful card? I totally love it. And here we have the Queen of Gabriel. So the Gabriel is the Queen of Staffs. So this is a woman who's passionate, who is wise, who doesn't have a lot of patience for people who want to procrastinate. She's a go-getter. She's the mover and shaker. And it says you can do anything right now. Go after what you want, the ability to attract helpful people. So here, finally, look at the steps here. You've got the 5 of Michael, which is being in that negativity and allowing it to be cut away. Use Archangel Michael to cut the cords to those relationships that don't serve you. Allow the new relationships to be able to have time and patience to be able to nurture them and to have them grow, and then take your action. And then take your action through wisdom and intuition. Follow your heart. And here we have the Moon card. So towards the end of the month, when we go into the full moon energies of Scorpio, which will take us into those watery emotions, and allow you to be, I just heard, allow the floodplain to be flooded, like the Nile when it overfloods its banks. And what it does is create the groundwork, spreads the sediment in order for the ground to be fertile and to be able to grow. So by using your intuition, working with Archangel Haniel, who is our champion. She's our champion. She's the one that defends us and is our champion in causes of the heart. And it says the opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. Face your fears and grow stronger. So what is it that we're doing this month? We are using the archangels. We're asking them for assistance in order for us to be able to really grow in our strength, grow in our self-esteem, our self-confidence, allow us to have a really strong solar plexus energy, which allows us to be able to make the decisions that we need to make, which bring about these incredible changes into our life. These can be overwhelming energies because of the changes are so great, but it can also be overwhelmingly positive. So understand that if something big is going out of your life, you're making that space within you, that big space, in order now to be filled. It becomes healed, and then it gets filled anew with something better. With something better coming your way. So don't forget your gratitude and being able to acknowledge the possibilities that you have surrounding you. So I think we're going to have a little bit of a test this month. But I think you're going to get through it wonderfully. The relationships may be a little difficult to let go. Ask Archangel Michael for his assistance to cutting those cords so that you feel that liberation, so you feel the freedom. Remember, it is the feelings. When you feel something inside of you, somebody can tell you something 10 million times, but if you don't feel it, then you can't really act upon it. So you need to be able to feel it within you, to be able to garner and expand and really come into your own, come into your power. Come into the beauty of what is your committed relationship to yourself, compassionately, and then to others. And able to fill your cup to be able to move forward and finally let go and feel the freedom and the liberation of having made decisions of letting things go that don't serve you any longer. And that makes way for the new relationships, and that you can nourish and see it grow and prosper. Ooh, lots of energies. I'm sweating already. Well, I want to wish you a wonderful month of April. Know that you are supported and loved. I look forward to sharing with you on Facebook and Periscope and Twitter. And I look forward to doing the new moon and the full moon readings for you also in April. You can look forward to that. So I wish you many blessings for the month of April. Namaste.